friendly as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight, mixing colors day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. Today we're going to make this little one sheet wonder. So it's just something I've come up with. It's got several pockets, so we've got a pocket on the outside here. Okay, it opens up like this, so it tucks inside on itself, a bit like a matchbook cover. It has a little pocket here. It has, obviously you can use this piece here because it's a tuck, so you can use that. Open it up, we've got a pocket here. We've got a pocket here. Get that in there. Okay, we've got another tuck here. Okay, and then we also have one on the back. Okay, so we've got a pocket there. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's really simple. You're just going to need a piece of 12 by 12 card, which we have here, and you're going to cut it initially just into 3. So it's 12 by 12. You're going to cut it at 4 each time. So I'm just using up some of these bits of my Tim Holtz stuff, so that I save my bigger sheets for bigger projects. So let's cut down into 3. They're just 3 12 by 4s now. Okay, so by the way, I do have my little card here. So this was my planner card. So if you didn't see my planner, that was Monday's make. So sorry, it started coughing. That was Monday the 15th make. So I'm going to do the 15th of August. No, not even August. Should I try that again? Monday the 15th of January even. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to take your first 2 pieces of card. Okay, I'll use these 2. Okay, you take your first one and you're just going to fold it in half lengthwise. Okay, we'll just fold that in half. Okay, and then you're going to take your next piece and you're going to fold it in half, and you're just going to want to bear in mind, you know, which way round you want to be on the inside. One of these sides is going to get covered up, so just take that into account because they overlap each other. So you just want to think, oh, actually, which piece do I want to see and which piece do I not want to see? So I'm going to have that as my outer cover. This is going to be my inner one. So this time I'm going to fold it the other way round. So I'm going to fold it like that. So that's my inner cover. And then what we're going to do is we're going to over glue these onto each other. So in order to do that, we want to take a thumb notch out of here. So I'm just going to take a circle punch and take a thumb notch out. Okay, and then you just want to ink anything you want to ink, which, you know, if you're anything like me, you'll want to ink it because we like it to look a little bit. I'm not going to go over the top on this one. I'm just going to catch all those edges so that we've got no white edges showing. Okay, so, and again we're going to do that for this one, just so you don't see the white edges. But what I'm not going to do is, so this is the one that's going on the inside. What I'm now going to do is I'm not going to go right to the end of there, because what we need to do is we need to cut half an inch off this very end. Okay, so we're just going to put this on the trimmer, go to the half an inch is what I was trying to say. I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, and the reason we didn't do it before is because it does need to be so that your front cover is a half an inch shorter. Otherwise you'd end up folding it in over like that, and it would be wrong. Okay, so then we're going to overlay these. Let's just ink that bit where I've cut it now. Okay, so we're going to stick these together like this. So that just means I'm going to glue on these 3 edges. I have filled my barely arts glue up with a refill, so it's flowing better now. And again, what you want to do is you just want to make sure that that's out of the way of any of your folds. Okay, so that's that bit. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece that you didn't use, and we're going to cut it. Let's move those out of the way for a minute. We're going to cut it at 2.5. So it's going to be 2.5 by 4. So just put it on with the 4 being top to bottom. Okay, at 2.5, we're going to cut that there. We're going to cut another piece at 2.5. Okay, then we're going to cut 2 at 2. So 2 pieces at 2. Like that. And then we're going to leave that piece. Okay, so they're the 2 2s, and these are the other 2. Okay, so this is the bit where we're making these pieces here. So these are the 2.5s. So we have one here, and we have one here. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, sneezing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a thumb notch out of. So this one to me is the right one to be. It's the right one. Oh, it's coughing and sneezing now. So this is how I've currently got it, like this. Okay, close in the first flap there, and that's your outer flap. Outer flap. So I'm going to put this one on the front because that's logical for that to be that orientation for me. I'm just going to take a thumb notch out of it, and then we're just going to ink that again, just to be able to catch all those white edges. And then we're going to ink this, glue this on 3 sides. Now, of course, I've filled it up. It's going to start leaking, isn't it? It'll start spilling out over the top. So we'll pop that on there. So that's the front, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to open it up now, and open it up again, and then the second piece is going to go in front of this one. So again, we're going to just take a thumb notch out of there. Which way around do I want it? That way or that way? We're going to go this way because I just think there's a bit more contrast on it. Again, I'm just going to ink it though. And then we're going to glue it on 3 sides. It's just nice sometimes to have ones that sit at a different orientation. You know, we're so used to doing things on the landscape. Oh, sorry, on the portrait. So it's nice to have a landscape one. There we go. So that's going to sit there. Okay. These 2 pieces that are 2.5. Okay. These are going to form the little pockets inside. So you've got one here and you've got one here. Okay. So we're just going to do those, and I just used my new notcher thing for those. Chomper, that's what I mean. Just take the chomp out for that. But you know, you could corner around it or do whatever you like. Leave it as it is. If that's entirely up, if that's entirely your decision. Do what you like. Okay, but just remember that when you put them together, that you want the 2 sides, if you corner rounding or whatever, you want them to be back to back, because then you cut the mirror image that way. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one on here, adjust it on the 2 sides, the side and the bottom. I'll put that there. And then this one, again, side and bottom. there. And of course this one's slightly shorter, so it'll come in slightly further in. It won't, this gap won't be symmetric, so don't worry about that. It's because this panel is just slightly shorter. And then what I need you to do with this one is just either fold it, or you can score it if you wish. So you could score it if you had a scoreboard that was there. You're going to take this piece, okay, and this is going to form this piece here. So you want to score it at 1 inch, okay. So you're going to score it, put it on the right orientation, and take your scoring tool and score it at 1 inch. Okay. Except for I've gone 1 inch and then went over it and did it in the wrong place. There we go, 1 inch. And we're going to fold it round. Okay. And then this time I am going to take a corner rounder off on it. So just round those corners. And I'm just going to ink it. Ink it round. Oh, and I need to take my thumb notch out of here. So opposite to where you've rounded the corners, take your thumb notch and take that out. And this is what's going to form your pocket on the back. Okay, and you can just do that bit there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to close this up and we're going to glue this here. So what we need is we need to have about 1/4 of an inch of glue widthwise here. So we're going to put a line here, and we're going to do 1/4 of an inch there, and then we're going to do about 1/4 of an inch the other side of the line there, but also we're going to do down each side, because that's going to form our pocket on the back. So you're just going to bend it in a bit, put your folio onto it with it wrapping round, and then you're going to just make sure it sits in the middle. So, and then you're going to glue this down. So you want to make sure you get a nice bond to it before you do anything else. So don't be tempted to open it yet. Just make sure you get a nice bond before you try and open this up, because when you open it up, it is going to have to bend the 2 pieces of card, and what you'll get is over time you'll just get this little bit of a ridge that sticks up. So this is the one I've made, the one I made earlier, and that's absolutely fine. That ridge, you just want that to be there, and that's why you're kind of going either side of the spine. What's the other thing? What's the score line? Either side of the score line, and not directly through it. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to bend it, and you'll get this ridge that just sticks up. It's really hard for me to show you, but hopefully you can see that on the profile, that there is a slight ridge. I never know which lens of my camera I'm supposed to be showing at. So, but hopefully you can see that there's a ridge there. So that's why you want to just make sure that that's nice and dry before you do anything. And then that's going to fold round and tuck into there. Okay, there is a slight modification you can do to it, and that's the piece that you cut off. So this little piece is truly insignificant to some, but you know me, I like to use it where I can. You can just stick this onto this piece here, and that way then it will form some way to hold you. So I'll just glue it down and I'll show you what I mean. So I left it off the original piece because I didn't cut the piece of paper straight first, so the piece of card right. So you just pop that on there, again just pinch it so that it kind of presents itself, and that way then anything, that's not straight. That way then anything you use to tuck in there will just hold itself in place because you've got that other bit. Okay, so then you fold that round and that just tucks into there, because remember you've glued up to 1/4 of an inch and you've taken 1/2 an inch off the edge of this, so that means it'll sit in there nicely. And that's it. That's your little folio. Really simple, nice little Matchbox style one, but just a Matchbox one done on a different orientation. But hopefully you like that. Hopefully that's something you enjoyed and you're going to give a go of. And if you do, you know what you need to do. You need to tell me that you've done so. So put that in the comments. Don't forget to like this, even if it's something you think, actually, I won't make that, but I've enjoyed this video, then tell me so. It really helps me to kind of analyse what people are liking and what people don't, and I can do more of the stuff that you do like and less of the stuff that you don't. And there we go. So, nice little folio. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception, until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.